Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And we recorded so many of these, I'm getting tired of saying that intro. But today we're back with Superman number 15. We have a lot of issues that came out this week. We're going through this. Anyway, this is the end of House of Brainiac. This is it. Part 6.
You know what? I was worried.
I know you were.
I was worried that this was just going to be like,
go read Absolute Power. Yeah, but it wasn't. And I'm really, really grateful for that.
Also, it also teases whatever is coming next for Superman after Absolute Power.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm so excited for that plotline, dude.
I am worried a little bit because it's like,
come on, it's gonna be fun as hell. It's Williamson doing it. Come on, it's gonna be fun as hell.
It's Williamson doing it. I just don't try to just tribute. Do something different with that character.
We'll see. But we'll talk about that at the end. We'll talk about that
at the end. But
I do like that this last issue opens on pretty much the same panel as the last one, but instead the ship is blowing up this time. So that's fun. But yeah, the Brainiac ship is in chaos. It's blowing up, and the Super Family is fighting the Brainiacs, and Lex and Lena are working to take down the ship from the inside, and that is our setup.
Also, we should mention the cover. I really like this cover.
It's a really nice. It's very different from the rest of the events covers.
Yeah, I mean,
really cool.
I think part of that is because it's I don't think is it Campbell? I don't think Campbell did.
No, it's
Rafa Sandoval did this cover.
Yep.
As well as the interiors on this.
Yes. Who we haven't commented enough. It has really been crushing the interiors. I really love
the art. Has been fantastic. It's perfect. It's perfect for what this story is.
Yeah.
This story having been a lot. A lot of this issue is fantastic action.
Yep, a lot of great monologuing between Superman and Brainiac. I think that's super fun.
It probably helped that I read this after catching up on my Adventures with Superman. Which
that's cool. Which is I suppose spoilers is doing some Brainiac shit right now.
So I've used that voice for Brainiac.
Oh, that's interesting. See, for me, Brainiac is just eternally Corey Burton. So I don't know. I can't shake Corey Burton from my mind, but
Corey Burton is also great. But
yeah. But anyway,
I don't quite have that as embedded in my brain, so to speak.
Yeah, great action. I do really like the bits with Lex and Lena inside, sort of the circuitry, I suppose, of the Brainiac ship, and they finding sort of the brain that controls it all.
I love that the conclusion of this, to beat Brainiac, it's quite literally a brain drain.
Yep. So where you start like following it through like these little narrative texts that say like Brainiac intelligence at 99%, 75%, whatever. It's fun. It's really cool, and it creates this sort of like really fun, fast-paced countdown that you're following through the end of the issue. Thanks for some great action. But yeah, we've been working to get the Super Family and the last surviving members of Brainiac's people off of the ship, and through all this, we're also trying to save. I can't remember the name of the city.
Kolu.
That's it, Kolu. They're trying to save the city, and which they do eventually, and it's cool. It's cool. It makes for some great visuals.
It's nice.
You get a visual of Superman literally lifting up the entire city. Really cool.
It's just some great like that might be my favorite panel of the entire thing.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
There is something amazing of Superman lifting a literal city. Like it is great. I love as the Brainiac's brain is drained away. It just becomes this emotional mess.
To the point where like his last act, leading us mostly into Absolute Power, but his last act is literally saving his queen and sending her away in an escape pod, and it's really cool. Also, I think it is very much trying to parallel Superman's origin with the Brainiac Queen. Very cool stuff. Also, I think I kind of jump scared myself into thinking Nightwing was going to appear, because I think look at that little narration bubble for Lobo at the end there. I thought it just kind of looks like Nightwing's mask at the end there.
Here's the thing though, because they could here's the thing about Joshua Williamson, right?
They totally could have.
Oh, I'm not even thinking Dick Grayson Nightwing. I'm thinking original Gold and Silver Age Nightwing.
Oh, okay.
As in, like, Nightwing and Flamebird Nightwing.
Yeah.
Which because, like, I love this idea, right? Is that in saving the city, they don't save the city, they essentially have to reconstitute it, and it's implied that they integrate some other bottled cities to create this entire planet, basically of bottled cities, and I hope this becomes a plot thread somewhere.
Yeah, I do kind of hope we keep following, at least somehow, Colu 2.0, as they call it.
I have a feeling if it's going to be somewhere, might actually be a thing in the run proper.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Knowing what Williamson likes to do versus what it seems Mark Waid is doing with the prelude to Absolute Power.
Well, as far as I'm aware, Absolute Power isn't even really going to be like a, main like Trinity story. I believe he's highlighted like John Kent really as one of the main players in it.
Based on the prologue, that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
In a day or two, you can hear our thoughts on that, because
absolutely, it's all coming. Oh my god, there's so much this week. Holy shit! But yeah, we do get this great little scene between Clark and Lobo here towards the end, as Lobo zips off, and then Clark and Lois are reunited.
The Clark and Lois reuniting is
as
amazing.
Written by Joshua Williamson is always just perfect.
I think part of it might just also be because we've started getting set leaks from Superman 2025, and those set leaks look equally as fantastic.
And Lois Lane should always wear purple.
Yes.
That's just, I don't know. It's really the Superman the Animated Series talking to me, but it's just the color I associate with Lois. But anyway, then Lena brings Lex to Superman, and Superman's like, "Hey, I wanted to thank you for all the good you've done. I doubted you, but here you are. You protected your daughter. You've proven yourself to be the man you promised to be, and I'm proud of you."
Oh my god, I am proud of you. I'm like, oh god, that is going to shove it in Lex Luthor's heart, and then it gets twisted, and then the knife isn't in Lex's heart; it's in our hearts.
Yep, because Lex Luthor has been fucking mind wiped.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and
welcome to a soap opera plotline.
I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait. Because here's the thing. After all the work that Williamson has done to make Lex a genuine good guy, I think the only really believable way I could see Lex as a villain again is if you fucking mind wipe him and make him a villain somehow.
Here's the thing. I don't even think I don't think that's not immediately what's going to happen with the mind wipe.
I don't think so either. But I think it might be what Williamson is working up to eventually.
Maybe, probably, because.
However,
the nature of comics,
Yeah. However, but we get a little teaser at the end. It says, next issue, Superman and Zatanna team up as Absolute Power rages. But first, to be continued this fall, fucking Doomsday.
Or someone related to Doomsday.
It's gotta be Doomsday, man.
Gotta be Doomsday.
Or if I may, the Queen Doomsday.
Okay. You know what? Where does Joshua Williamson live? I'm going to track this man down and ask him questions.
I'm going to find him and I'm going to kiss him on the mouth. That's a joke, mostly.
That's a joke, mostly.
Anyway, that was House of Brainiac, and it was actually really good, and it had much can be said for the nature of comics and comic book events. It had a very solid beginning, middle, and end, and it was actually good. And I think maybe that's also has a lot to do with generally our good favor towards the Superman run that Williamson has been doing as a whole. So
I also think so just for at least my own, I've only read one other Williamson event. That was Night Terrors. We have coverage of it, and it has a great solid beginning, fairly solid middle, and then the end left me full. I think it might have helped that Williamson's sense of scale was actually reined in.
Which is weird, actually. I think the scale is both bigger and smaller with this, I think, in a weird way. Yeah, it's weird, but I think
it's bigger
keeping bigger in that like in what it's doing for our characters.
And we have a bunch of different settings.
Yeah, but smaller in the important way in that like this is a strictly Superman focused story, and it kept the pacing for this one tight. I found
he is focusing on these characters, make it primarily Clark, Lex, Brainiac, and then secondarily Lobo, Kara, and Connor. Probably.
Yeah.
I've those are secondaries. And then obviously Lena tying into Lex. Which is it's all important. I think it might also it probably also helps. Like whatever had to be set up in Absolute Power seems to be pretty simple.
Yeah, it was. I think it was literally just the one thing with Queen Brainiac, and I think that's all you need, which is really nice. I really do appreciate that.
Also, very excited for next month having Zatanna as like a Superman Zatanna team up.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm also really excited because I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but the Black Label Zatanna miniseries has started up, and I'm very excited to read that. That has been on my pull list since it was announced, and very excited for it. So I just love Zatanna as a character. But anyway, I think that about does it. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots that we do. Obviously, we're covering Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman the Brave and the Bold by Various, and now with our summer event for DC coming up, Absolute Power. Plus, July's coming up, and we have one thing starting up in July, then another thing starting up in August. There's a lot happening. So...
we can at least announce what the July thing is, right?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You actually suggested we cover this because first off, it's a mini-series, so it's not.
It's a mini-series.
What's
the title?
I forget the official name of it, but the point is, it's Robin Lives, the Robin Lives mini-series, but it is just continuing on from Death in the Family and kind of just speculating where that might have gone in some future history that we never got to see.
Yes. So
that'd be fun.
I quite like Jason Todd.
Wouldn't it be nice if he stayed Robin at least for a little while longer? Though I do love Red Hood. I can't lie. Anyway, so that'll be coming up next month. In addition to of course our Absolute Power cover. I say next month. This is probably coming out in July, if I were to guess. Probably. Anyway, oh god, recording this is hell. There's a lot coming out this week. Is the point, and it's all bleeding into next week, and it's already next week by the time this comes out. Our link trees are in the description, is what I'm trying to say. Follow us wherever you want to follow us. Also, be sure to check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We're going into we've probably started. I don't know. Marvel Block is happening.
Marvel.
There's a Spider-Man episode out there somewhere. Maybe it's out, maybe it's not out. I don't know. Check it out.
It's probably out. It's probably out by now, based on...
out. Who the hell knows? Check it all out. Check out everything we do. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm cutting this off. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
And Jacob Lecliner.
Goodbye.
Bye.